Welcome to episode 2 of the Sweaty Suit series, where we will be covering VIgilant. In this series, we cover damage numbers, damage percentages, damage timers, range for maximum damage combos, and more, like a sweat should. Because if you know more than your opponent, you're already on the path to victory. Let's get started. Let's get started with the range for thick Vigi. I mean default Vigi. Absolutely, the max range 200 meters is fine. Well, what I mean to say is max damage is at 200 meters. No more testing is needed. But for the alpha, let's get a little closer. Let's really see where her damage falls off. We're looking for 60 crits and 40 normal body shots. 50 meters, we are still good. 70 meters. Good, good, good. 100 meters. Still good. Let's try the 200 meters. Is this the fall off? No. There's no fall off for her, even at 200 meters. Harder to aim, but good to know. Next on the list is the body shot test. Missed the first one. Clearly Alpha Vigi takes that one. As you can see, I decided to do side-by-side comparisons this video. So unfortunately, if you want to know the exact seconds, you will have to pause the video. But the main thing is to know who's faster. Headshots next. Alpha Vigi again, but not by much. We're talking milliseconds here. Now to damage the 1200 health wall. Once again, Alpha Vigi takes it by a long shot. I know how it looks, but you have to remember, this isn't a perfect scenario where your Alpha Vigilant hits every shot. Now her new ice module throws out 3 icicle shots, correct? But each one individually does less freezing than an ice normally would. Remember these words, they'll make more sense as you play. Each icicle is less than 1 original, but all 3 are more powerful than 2 of the originals. So with one ability, instant freeze. With a 3-second freeze, Alpha Vigilant can get off 1,620 damage. This is base, no mods. Now after you freeze, the Carnal will have freeze resistance. So that's 1 pair of 3, 2 pair of 3, 3 pair of 3, or 9 ice to freeze again after your initial freeze. So yes, after your first freeze, it's going to take about 36 seconds for you to pull it off again. Only large dinos build a resistance that you then have to go against, but players, small and medium dinos, do not. Now that we tested the new module, let's try the original that has 2 stacks of ice to see how many it'll take. Now, most of you already know, only takes 2 to freeze. So we're going to reset the Carno, and we're going to freeze and then test the damage for crits. Alright, the Bubble Booty Sniper herself got 1350 damage as opposed to Alpha's 1620. Now let's count the freezes after resistance. That was 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 freezes. Sorry, 5 ice during his resistance. Let's change the modules a little bit so I can do time shot, and I want to do the floating vault so we can go over the percentage and time of the buff. But of course I didn't forget about my PvE lovers, so you know what that means. The Raptor test. Just see how fast we can kill raptors. On the right is the alpha variant, on the left is big booted Vigi. As you would have guessed, this isn't fun for anyone involved. But sometimes it's just fun to watch somebody struggle. Granted, just like last time, this could be way easier with a skill, but that's not what we're here to test. Just the autos. Do the best you can. This is taking a long time, but I guess we knew that. Booty Vigi wins. Now let's do a quick suit change. I want to show you guys the buff timers of her attack buff. And let's see the PvP combos that I made up. The question is, what set of dummies do I want to use? There are some mobile ones over here. The shooting one's over there. I'll do this one. I do like the training room. I wish there was a room that was custom so that I could set up a little more specific dummies, but this is perfectly fine for a first, like a first testing room. The attack buff timer is for 3.5 seconds, and it's a 20% buff. Body shots go from 40 to 48, headshots go from 60 to 72. It's good to practice the cone of the new ice module, although you'll never really ever use it. They're still frozen for 3 seconds straight, as you just saw. And do what you can in those 3 seconds. I lost the footage of me freezing and using the drill, but trust me, it's less effective. Now, these combos I'm about to show you is my gift to you for making it this long in the video. These are made by me and have been used in many PvP games and have worked. So pay attention for me. The freezing bolt lasts 1 second and has a debuff for freezing, so you have to time it perfectly in order to freeze them again. You can freeze chain them, but if you throw the ice while they're still frozen, they will be immune to that blast and or hit. So typically it's jump, shot, freeze again. Okay? Now this one's different. Just a regular freeze, headshot, bolt jump right before it stops freezing, throw another ice, and KO! Let's see. What's another one that I use? I believe there's one, let me try something really quickly. Let's say we miss, right? Just, whoops. Now you have the Volt Freeze to work with, miss a shot, gotta recover. Get the freeze, blast it, and you have plenty of time to execute. Now I missed, but you can still recover. Just, I hope you can aim. When you're that close, it's basically a point click, so just, you know, be mindful. Just know the combo won't always work perfectly. There will be variations, there will be different outcomes. Just practice. The more you practice, the less you'll make mistakes, and the more times you'll be able to recover from anything that you just don't expect. Now, as a conclusion, I have to say, Catsuit Vigi is more satisfying to play, more satisfying to hit those shots, getting those quick scope eliminations, and picking people off before they even know what hit them. But in a raw damage test and versatility, Alpha Vigilant wins by a mile. She maintains the same range, although harder to aim, but you can also free fire the 4 shots and choose to treat the last shot like a sniper rifle, although less damage and a less zoom. As a Vigilant main, especially at the Catsuit variety, I am untouchable long range and immediately close range. Medium range, you know, you might dust me. A Deadeye might get the better of me. But with the Alpha variant, no one stands a chance in any scenario against me now. Both suits are amazing in their own right, fun to play. I just love both suits, but unfortunately Alpha Vigi wins this versus. Don't forget to like and tell me who you would like to see next in a versus. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. If you missed the Deadeye versus, please check it out. There's a playlist as well. Enjoy. And GG.
For producing high quality data. Remember, exosuits can always be